What is going on? I'm Zedmod. We are going to be doing some warships goodness, but first of all, the remote hack is here. The best operation ability, the best PvP ability. I will fight you on this one. Sure, tiny shock is pretty good. Remote hack is better, especially for low levels. Low levels, jump in, help your task force. It is unbelievable. Now, I am at rank 19, lower than I was previously. We got to 20 as a group, and then I haven't played since. The reason I haven't played is that partially no time and partially because I did not go get Scorchers. Scorchers are wrecking all of the things at the moment. Now, you'll also notice that I went back in here, maxed my rocket launchers, also went back in here and got mortars and maxed those. Felt like I needed those against people with laser rangers. Whether or not it's helping or not, I can't tell you because I haven't played. So the next question is, do we go to 6 engine rooms? Do we stay in 5? I'm going to just make that jump for you. Whether you're sure or unsure, a couple people that I talked to said they were thinking about it, but they didn't. They went to 5 too early. So I'm going to go to 6 as early as I possibly can. I guess I could have gone 8 hours ago or 4 hours ago or something, but sleep got in the way of that one. So let's just do this thing, shall we? Now, I kind of assume we're going to start to get wrecked by heavy choppas. Let me know in the comments if you like heavy choppas or don't like them. I've heard some people talking about nerfing heavy choppas, and they would just turn into neutered scorchers, is my thinking. Like, heavy choppas are a super popular troop. Sure, you can flare them around like noob with no skills and beat some bases, but I like heavy choppas the way they are. They're not perfect, but I'd rather them be on the overpowered side than the underpowered side because I really don't want this flying underpowered scorcher that doesn't clear mines and just. Anyways, not dwelling on that too much. I'm going to build a base. Now, a little bit of an admission here. I had a sad trombone, a facepalm moment yesterday. I went to build a spread out 5 base and I accidentally took a screenshot of a spread out 6 engine room base. So this is the base that I am going to build. It is made by Knight Wada, a beastly join at own risk player. Why this base? He was the person who popped up on my feed as far as getting into uh, legendary second, I do believe. He was also number 1 at one point there. So we're going to copy that base. Also, shout out to Smurp, who I just played, crushing me again. Everyone's beating me. If we look at that replay, actually, that's not a ridiculously fast. Maybe, oh, there we go. There are the rocket choppas and the scorchers. Scorchers are everywhere. And I just until now I did not have the tokens to max them, and now with the heavy choppas on the horizon, I'm gonna hold off. Maybe just maybe it's gonna suck. I mean, there's far fewer keys in that gold tier than that diamond tier, but I just don't have the time or inclination or something. So I'm gonna pause. I'll come back with a base. Now, before we go too far, wanted to point out shock mines. I obviously do not have shock mines. Those are very much on my priority list because I am very afraid of heavy choppas and seekers. But whether or not I go into cryos first or go back into those shock mines right there, not entirely sure. Also, I assume somebody out there is going to be going back for artillery. Forwards for barrage is more on my cup of tea. Let's collect all these puppies back in a moment or 4. Now, engine rooms are in position. We've got 6 engine rooms spread out on this gorgeous decking. Now, of course, because things are getting spread out even further, we need to go back and change to that sky shield, spending those 300 diamonds. That's one of the beautiful things about smart decks is that as they get bigger, the prototypes change. You got to spend those diamonds, and hopefully you are in a task force that gets you those diamonds. We have many task forces. Check the description. Not going to belabor that point. Need to get back to building this base. Okay, we've got almost all the pieces in place. Now, Knight has a shock launcher sitting right about here. I've got the extra boom cannon from way, way back here in the tech tree. I think I've only seen one other amazing human who has that extra choice node. If you have that as well, please do let me know. I feel like it's a very, very select few of us, which isn't a great thing to be bragging about because shock launcher down there seems far, far better. Now, this choice node seems like a complete train wreck, but we're going to skip past that part and let's get some mines placed because without mines, this base would be absolutely useless. Holy, so many things. Now, of course, I am also short mines. Knight has more mines than me because of this choice node. He went with the 4 green mines. Kind of interesting. I wonder if that choice was made before shock mines. Very, very curious to hear what you guys will be going with this. I kind of assume Knight went for the 4 green mines and then later on got shock mines because I think 2 shock mines is more powerful than 4 green mines. But again, I'm open to hear some comments from you guys because I'm flying a little bit blind here. The base is built. Now, quick note, that brings up an interesting point. If you're one of those players who does not like to spend diamonds, maybe, just maybe, you want to get shock mines first and then get this choice node. Probably not, because heavy choppas are likely more what you're interested in. I myself am very, very much leaning towards going straight to heavy choppas, but those shock mines back there, I probably gonna have to spend some extra diamonds, maybe just to get shock mines after green mines, or maybe green mines are good enough on their own. Regardless, we will go on to our first 6 engine room battle. I'm a little bit concerned that Knight's base looks like it's a lot bit built to stop seekers with all of this stuff and these mines. That to me screams seekers, and I don't think we're going to be seeing seekers at rank 19. So this base might not be perfect for what I'm after, but I'm not building another base. Let's just see how this goes, see how long it takes to get an opponent. We're still on the early side of getting into 6 engine rooms, which to me is probably means we're going to get against a 5 engine room opponent, which should give us huge, huge advantages. Let's have a look, see what did we get. We got a 5, we are a 6. Advantage us. Unfortunately, they are probably using Scorchers and we are not using Scorchers, so advantage them. We're going to go Bullet here. That's not Bullet. That is definitely not Bullet. I'm trying to say heavies there. I've only tried 2 boats of heavies once and it didn't go overly spectacularly. That is why I'm not going with that at the moment. We're going to get a shock there just to let all of our troops get up close and personal. Probably should be shocking over here, to be completely honest, because don't have any critters over there. Send out some heavies on this right, trying to sneak some heavies up that right hand wall. Don't think it's going to work. I think that was just me doing things in the wrong order. Let's try and save some of our medics. This attack not going well. I caught myself watching my recording on my computer screen, which I never ever do. So mistakes have already been made. We're going to shock here, which I'm going to regret. Probably should have let that boom cannon take a couple troops in. Actually, you know what? Troops are heading up top. So that late boat of heavies doing some good for us, but we need a shock very, very soon, or that shock blaster right there is going to eat us up. I have not fizzled on a 5 in a long time, and I'm feeling like we're probably gonna have a good chance of fizzling right about here. So need those critters to get out front, save our troops. I really hate it when I start things off with a whimper instead of a bang. So this is very much looking like whimper in the making. Dropping troops in bad spots, sending troops to bad locations. Ugh, this is a mess. This is very much sad trombone about to happen right here, folks. Let's see if we can't just get someone away. If we can maybe sneak one bombardier away, we can maybe get that engine room. Gross. Cannon to the. Let's just. That was awful. Awful, awful. Just. We had full advantage. I did stupid things. Now we're going to lose. Our opponent is not even going to get a good time. Like, we're looking at opponent who's potentially even going to lose their Scorcher. Come on, blow up the Scorcher. And yeah, just so yeah, there we go. Raced when I did, ran when I didn't need video difficulties. But on the plus side, got to throw some Jim Morrison in there. Hopefully that came through. Um, lost in a bad way. But that is very very good. That looks good. It looks like going to 6 engine rooms was the right choice. Not sure if this will get me jumping up into diamond or not. I can beat that time. I can beat that time all day, every day. Oh, we got a 6. We got a 6. Every time I think I've figured things out, I'm wrong. So we are gonna throw a couple of those there. We are gonna throw that there and that there. Gonna hold Everspark for the moment. We do want to bring our medics over here though, and then we are just gonna hold. I'm a little bit concerned. Actually, did I say we were going to bring Everspark? We're going to lose a couple bombardiers, at least one bombardier to that gosh darn boom mine right about there. Not going to throw a shock out quite yet as a result, and then we're going to throw the shock. And sometimes you just know you're going to hit those mines. There's nothing you can do about it except for try and conserve your gunboat energy as best you can. And then just say a kind word for those lost bombardier souls. It happens at times. You can't stop all things. We don't have artillery, so we can't stop them from hitting all the mines. You just gotta try to hit Everspark's ability as best you can. I'm feeling pretty good about having Everspark. If I would have gone and gotten Kavan, I would. There's no chance I would be in 6 at the moment. So maybe, just maybe, we're getting some value out of that as we throw the shock onto the shock launcher and the boom cannon, trying to avoid. There we go. Bombardier did not hit the mines there, which was the goal. Things are looking up here. This is definitely a better play by me. Getting troops where we want them to be, getting troops where we need them to be, like everything except for that one mine right there. That is going to cause us some difficulties. Now you see right here, that one critter is going to cost us a couple bombardiers, I do believe. We'll find out here in a second. Yeah, lost. Actually, no, we didn't. He's still alive. Smallest health bar in the history of health bars. Troops coming in hot. Tried to save the medic, did not work. Now these bombardiers right here are going to be amazing, I think, because they're going to get rid of that critter launcher in magical ways. That everything is good about this attack so far. It's not super duper quick, but it's good. Everything is going fairly well. This is my best 6 engine room attack ever this season. It's the second one, so not a great thing, but it's better than it was before. Are we gonna win? We will find out. So far, Knight's base has not given up a quick time. Not overly surprising. Let's see what that vegetarian pig has to say about it, though. They got a bunch of. Actually, you know what? They've got a bunch of work to do. It's gonna be very close. We've got machine guns and flamethrowers getting through those critters pretty well. Boom cannon should be able to pick off at least a couple somethings, I hope. Come on, flamethrower. Come on, boom cannon. No, it's not going to get it. So we should still get the win. Those diamonds we invested in that sky shield working out fairly darn well. Should get us the win. I haven't had a win in a while. So 6 engine rooms doing. See how that sky shield thinks it's still there? I kind of like how that happens. That can be super handy when you're trying to watch ranges on an operation attack that you're watching live. Click on the rocket launcher, even once it's been destroyed. That doesn't make sense. You get getting that chest. No, I'm not holding out for diamond. As you saw by my log, not playing for 24 hours means you don't hold those chests. I was at 3 out of 4. Um, let's do. Oh, we got in a 6. So maybe that window that I thought existed does not exist. We're gonna go like this. Don't need heavies yet. Don't drop your heavies yet because there's nothing that can range them. We will drop the medics though because one of those troops might get hit by one sniper. There we go. Knew it was gonna happen. Not overly concerned by it though. And now we can drop our one heavy. Did I drop a heavy? Yeah, I did. Dropped a heavy over there. Dropped a heavy over there. Boom, mine is definitely calling our bombardiers. Oh, I thought maybe, just maybe, we could get the boom. What am I trying to say here? Let's get a shock. Shock was just in the nick of time. Where do we need more heavies? Let's put them up that middle side. Um, these mines are not perfectly placed. We should be able to sideswipe some of them, or sidestep some of them, I should say. Maybe they're trying to get the medics, though. That's when you feel like maybe, just maybe, the mines are in a bad spot, and then you realize, no, actually, they're not after the medics. They're after the whatever. Let's get a shock. Man, that's twice now I've out raced a boom cannon, which isn't a huge deal, but that's going to save us a couple troops. And saving a couple troops is going to be important in the long run. We know all of those heavies are going to skirt along that ridge, clearing all of those mines. That is a good thing. Let's get a shock on you and maybe on you just because we've got way too much gunboat energy left. Click the critter swarm too early, which got them onto that flamethrower, which means they're all gonna die. Heavy holding on for dear life. Didn't get it though. Little bit late on that shock, and as a result, I was really hoping that heavy could keep distracting that shock launcher. Didn't happen. I like the 6 engine room decks. Now, I've said this a lot. I designed these engine room decks, but you never know how they're going to go. You don't know if the bases are going to be fun or spread out. I like all of these voids because they're causing all sorts of troop splits. You can do late drops, you can do early drops. There are a lot of fun things that can be had this season. Note, I did not design the season, just the decks. Please don't blame that on me. Um, if you like the season, that's all Supercell. Penfold. I lost badly to Penfold way a long time ago, back in when I first went 5 engine rooms. I am now beating. Look at that. Look at all the exploding Scorchers. Liking this a lot. Come on, Cannon. Cannon's taking down rocket choppers. Boom Cannon's about to become unshocked here right about now. Yep, there we go. Come on. Come on, rocket launcher. We are going to win yet again. Penfold is pulling the chute, running away. Boom, mine to Everspark's face. Scorcher is doing. Sometimes my mouth does not work. My brain, oftentimes, I should say. Picking up the win. Knight, thank you for the base. Go 6 engine rooms now if you can, folks. It seems to be going fairly well. That first battle was an egg on my face. It was a little bit embarrassing. We're going to leave it in there just because why the heck not? And now, I guess my next rank chest is at 21 though. So this feels like one of those push moments. It feels like I probably, ooh, I wish I had a rifle or something. That boom cannon at the shore. We're going to go like this, and Everspark's going to go left of there. We're going to go over here. I am using this left ramp. I probably shouldn't be, but it just feels like the troops spread in a predictable manner when I do that, so that is why I'm using this ramp. Let's get you over to here. I'm going to throw a shock about there. Shock was probably on the silly side of things, but right about now, trying to keep some of my heavies alive. More of my heavies is better. More mines cleared, more troops saving themselves from those ranged maxed rocket launchers. I think those were maxed rocket launchers. Can't check now. Maybe you can visually tell, but I can't. I don't know that there is a visual difference between the two, but we're going to find out just how well this drop goes in a bit. Boom mines are eating up medics non-stop. Those would also be eating up Mr. Kevin Kavan without a doubt. Let's throw a shock in there. I think I just found the fourth of the rocket launchers, so I think these are probably maxed. I think anyone who's in sixth would probably have maxed rocket launchers at this point, but I don't know. There are so many times when you think you've got figured out that, oh, everyone must have something at this level, and then someone doesn't have mortars yet, for example. Um, those heavies not doing, actually, you know what? They're distracting that rocket launcher, so not the worst thing in the world, but we're not getting a ton of value. We are at the 2-2 portion of this show. Need to get some troops moving towards that sky shield. We are now officially losing. Let's go, troops. Let's go, critters. Need to get in and amongst that stuff very, very quickly. This is feeling like a loss, even though our time is going to be pretty good. Can't flare. Maybe, just maybe. You know what? Let's see if we can't flare. It feels like you could maybe flare that corner, but I can't get it. I'm tapping. I promise. Let's see if we can get that flare down there. Nope, looks like there might be a way to flare that, but I can't get it. So we're just going to have to wait this stupid, stupid sky shield out. When I say stupid sky shield, I love the mechanics that were brought into the game with the sky shield. Want to see them on the Mega Crab, just like grapplers. Trump won. Trump, what do you got for us? 157. Let's see if Mr. Trump has commandeered himself Air Force One or whatever the heck you call it. Nope, just Scorchers and Bombardiers on 3 sides. So there's Kavan. Gosh darn you, Kavan. We've got 31 keys. Don't want to spend them there. Don't want to spend them there. Riflemen, though, if you've got Kavan, you probably want to go back to those riflemen. Critters, not quite enough keys to get critters. That actually makes my life easy because now I've seen a bunch of people complaining about this node and this node. I like it. I like nodes. Not every node can be good, and the fact that right after 6 is a crap node is kind of nice, I think, because it means that those people who went to 6 aren't going to go get something amazing right away. They've got to go through 2 crap nodes to get to heavy choppas, which gives everyone who's not in 6 a chance to catch up a little bit. Thoughts? Opinions? That's going to be it for me. I am Zedmont. Season 44. We must be past the halfway mark now. It's a 21-day season. I think just about the halfway mark. I shall talk to you soon, though. Thank you for coming in. It's official. Trump won against me. I shall talk to you soon. Like, share, subscribe. YouTube, clicking the bell. Keeping submarine going. Keep booming those beaches. I'm Zedma. Thanks for coming in. Peace.